All right, folks, so we've got some enclosures in front of us here because this evening I'm going to do a couple of rehouses. I've got several tarantulas that I need to rehouse, but this evening I'm just going to do two of them. Both of these are terrestrial, so hopefully they won't be as fast as the arboreals that I have to rehouse next. I'm going to get my camera set up on the tripod and let's start rehousing. All right, so the first tee that I'm going to attempt to rehouse here is my Selenocosmia crassipes, my Queensland whistling or barking spider. This one is one that I got as a freebie from Pulp Friction quite a while back after a purchase that I had made. This is a fossorial tarantula, so the enclosure that I made up for it is pretty basic. Just 3 or 4 inches of substrate and a little water dish and some moss, and then a starter burrow right over here. That's just a suggestion. Most of the time they don't take it, so but we'll see. So I'm not exactly sure because I hadn't thought this part out about how I'm going to transfer this tarantula, but I think that this enclosure is small enough I can put it down in there and maybe try to move this substrate out and get the tea to come on out. Here it comes. But it wants to stay with the substrate, of course. Let me get the cup out of the way. And there we go. There is the tarantula out of its old enclosure and into its new. This is one we haven't really gotten a good look at in a long time because, as I mentioned, it is a fossorial tarantula. This guy is trying to hide. It is a good, I'd say 2 to 2.5 inches now. Can't wait to see what it looks like as it gets bigger. Let me see if I can coax it off of this piece of substrate. It's not going to want to leave it, of course, because of its webbing and all that. But one more toe. There we go. It is now loose and in its new home. And now it doesn't know what the hell to do because it has nowhere to hide. But once again there, guys, that was the rehouse of my Selenocosmia crassipes. Hopefully it will go down in that burrow here pretty soon. Let's not stress it out anymore, and let's move on to the next tarantula. And up next is the very beautiful Dolichothele diamantinensis, the Brazilian blue dwarf beauty. You can just see its greenish blue legs down in there. Now its enclosure, it has done similar to what the crassipes did. The enclosure that I'm putting it in is not quite as big, so it might be a little trickier to get this guy into its new home. I'm hoping maybe I can just coax it out. Again, it's probably not going to want to leave its substrate either. So I think I'll just do the same thing I did with the crassipes and maybe pull all this out. And the spider will come with it. There it is. As I said, the very beautiful Dolichothele diamantinensis. Being a little bashful, I'm just going to put this whole chunk down in the corner here. Sorry about the focus. Hocus focus. Here we go. Now, maybe I can get it to come off of this chunk of webbing and substrate. kind of spread out a little bit for us, and we can get a little look at it. This is a beautiful little tarantula. Can't wait to see it when it gets bigger. As I mentioned, this is a dwarf species, so it won't get any bigger than about 3.5 to 4 inches maybe. And it goes down underneath its cork bark. There we go, guys. There are 2 tarantulas that I've gotten rehoused out of a few that I need to do. I've got 2 arboreals that I am probably going to do tomorrow, so be looking for that. I hope that you enjoyed this video, even though there was no escapees or anything. And if you did, give me a thumbs up and a comment. If you haven't subscribed, please do that. Share this video with your friends, and don't forget, guys, take care of yourselves and each other, and I hope you have a great day or night. See all y'all later. God bless.